I couldn't really think of like a funny or witty intro for this video, so... Huh? That was pretty good, right? Anyways, the 2018 All-Star Game was crazy. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Stark Raving Sports. My name is SRS Fico, and if you follow me at twitch.tv/largemeso, I will, again, love you forever. I'm really close to 50 followers, which is all I need to get affiliate, so if you could follow me, I really would appreciate it. Also, we still do have merch and all that fancy jazz, so, get you a pair. Anyways, let's get right into it. What do you say? The 2018 All-Star Game broke baseball. If you look at this game with no context, it looks like some sort of glitch in a simulation. It's littered with just weird, unlikely thing after weird, unlikely thing. Maybe we should have seen this coming though, seeing as how just 24 hours before this, Bill Nye and Shaq played softball with Torrey Hunter and Tim Kurkjian. The best way to explain this is just by telling the story from beginning to end and letting you soak it all in. So, we're at Nationals Park in Washington, D.C. Max Scherzer and Chris Sale are starting pitchers. And just by taking a look at the National League lineup, you can tell something's up. Matt Kemp hadn't been an All-Star in 6 years, and he's hitting 5th. Nick Markakis is an All-Star for the first time in his 13-year career at this point. I mean, like, good for them, but what? The first inning is pretty uneventful, aside from Mookie Betts and Jose Altuve striking out, which in 2018 seemed to happen about as often as Bethesda doing anything other than a Skyrim re-release. In the top of the second, Aaron Judge hit a nuke out to left field. American League up 1-0. Fun fact, Justin Verlander called his home run before it even happened. We know this because he was on his Instagram live in the dugout right before and just straight up told Judge he'd been going deep.
Alright, I'm calling a homer.
Take that, jinxing. Bottom of the second. Fellow Yankee Luis Severino comes in and immediately takes a selfie with all the infielders. You know, as one does. This one was really cool though because it was meant to capture how all the infield players were Latino. And this is far from the first selfie taken during this game. Far from it. Top of the third now, and it's Jacob deGrom's turn to pitch. And Jacob deGrom was very good in 2018. So good, in fact, that if he got 4 runs of support in every one of his starts, his record would have been 31-0. Knowing this, you're probably thinking there's no possible way he could give up a home run here, especially because there's already 2 outs in the inning, right? I mean, who's hitting anyways? Oh,
Spotlight, 2 out, nobody on, and that is hit by Trout into left. It is gone.
2-0, American League. Bottom half of the inning. Twitch star Blake Snell comes in on the mound.
Oh! Oh! It got so freaking naughty, it was not okay. Sometimes that's a felony in a lot of places. It's a felony in a lot of places. Y'all see that? Y'all getting some good content right here.
So, deGrom won the Cy Young Award in NL in 2018, while Snell won the AL. Snell only averaged giving up 5.6 hits per 9 innings pitched, which led the major leagues. And his 1.89 ERA would have led baseball if not for deGrom's 1.70. Wait, what the hell's that angle? Okay, so double weird thing. 2018, Blake Snell getting taken deep and whatever that shot was on the home run that made it, like, impossible to see. What? Well, believe it or not, the game after that pretty much was smooth sailing until the 6th inning. Pretty much nothing really happened. That is, until AL shortstop Manny Machado leaves the game and it's his last time ever wearing a Baltimore Orioles uniform. Rip, dude. Word came out that a trade to the Dodgers was imminent and his Orioles tenure rode off into the sunset right in front of an international TV audience. But that's weird. Last time a shortstop was supposed to be traded during a game, he started crying on field. In the bottom of the 7th, Trevor Story ties up the game for the NL with a dinger off of Charlie Morton, making this a 2-2 game. But right here is where the wheels really start to come off. I guess they were already coming off. Okay, so this is more like when you realize you left the wheels in a previous county and you've just been leaving a trail of fire behind you for the past 70 miles. That's more, it's just chaos. Francisco Lindor is being interviewed while playing shortstop, and he shows why he's one of the funniest dudes in baseball.
What'd you say to Eugenio?
So the ball hit himself. Don't cry. It's okay.
Lindor.
I got it.
Steve Cohen probably saw this and said, "That right there is my guy," or something like that. I don't know. Top of the 8th now, and they decided to put a mic on Rockies outfielder Charlie Blackmon.
In the outfield, you get really bored because you don't have any friends. So I got no friends. Like, everybody's far away. So, you know, you got to find ways to entertain yourself.
He quotes a bit from The Office, and Joe Buck doesn't get the reference.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, I mean, you're not superstitious, but maybe it's bad luck to not be superstitious.
Just a little stitious.
Yeah, not superstitious, kind of baby stitious.
Meanwhile, Brewers pitcher Josh Hader comes in. To this point in his career, Hader is so untouchable that he's basically Randy Johnson coming out of the bullpen, flow and all. With 1 out in the inning, Hader is facing Mariners shortstop Gene Segura. Segura hits a high foul pop-up over the first base dugout. Joey Votto comes over to try to catch it and doesn't. We'll give him a pass though. Joey Votto doesn't really know what pop-ups are, so how do you really expect him to catch one? That won't end up mattering though, right?
And
That is wiggled out of here. Deep into left and gone off the bat of Segura.
Wow. A home run off of Josh Hader. At that time, that's pretty much pigs flying. That's pretty much the worst thing to happen to Hader that night. Well, except of course, you know, being canceled on Twitter. While live on TV. Playing professional baseball. After Hader gets pulled and that inning finally ends, Christian Yelich hits a home run at the bottom half of the inning. Didn't you just say the inning was over, dipshit? Fuck. This definitely won't start a 1.5 year long hot streak that'll transform him from underrated to one of the faces of baseball. Definitely not. The game is now 5-3 AL, headed to the bottom of the 9th inning. Edwin Diaz comes in to try to close it out. And just like every other pitcher we've mentioned so far in this video, he was electric in 2018. He saved 57 games and posted a 1.96 ERA, a .79 WHIP, and finished 8th in the Cy Young voting. He walks JT Realmuto. With 1 out in the 9th to bring up Scooter Gennett. Scooter is the last player to come into the game for the NL tonight, and that's because he's nursing an injury. Also, at this time, a graphic comes up on screen showing that in the last few All-Star games, the NL has been impossibly bad at hitting, especially when runners are in scoring position. Like, all math and logic tells you that they cannot sustain being this bad forever as a team. So, what does good old injured Scooter do? Yeet! This game, if it wasn't already ridiculous enough, I don't... What do you even say at this point? None of this should have ever happened for any reason. And after Jesus, get out of here with that Jesus shit. You ain't slick. Aguilar comes just short of walking it off. We're on to extra innings. To lead off the extra innings, Alex Bregman hits a home run for the AL. And so does George Springer. It appears they accomplished this without help from trash cans this time too. I had to, come on. Michael Brantley hits a sac fly later in the inning to make it 8-5 AL. Headed to the bottom of the 10th, the AL needs to bring in a dominant closer to shut this game down for good. Who did they call on? J Happ? As in J Happ, who hasn't regularly come out of the bullpen in 10 years? J Happ with 0 career saves? Alright, he's immediately greeted by a home run from Joey Votto. The 10th home run in this All-Star game. You know, we're the best pitchers in baseball pitch, and they say good pitching beats good hitting. See, at this point in baseball history, there are whispers that the ball is, quote, juiced. Home run rates have skyrocketed recently, and this game really helps push that narrative forward. And that theory has become more commonly believed as time has progressed, with this game as a catalyst. Late 2018 and 2019 produced home run rates never before seen, starting with this game as a symbol of power hitting.
Fast and the pitch to get. Swing on and drilled in the air.
As you would probably guess, this is the most amount of home runs ever hit in an All-Star game. No more home runs were hit that night though, and J-Happ closed out the game for the first and only save he's ever recorded in a major league uniform. Only it didn't really count because it was in an All-Star game. Well, looks like this game is over. Everyone lived happily ever after, and nothing unexpected ever happened again ever in the history of the world. Oh, motherfuck! Well, I hope you all enjoyed that video. Again, if you could follow me on Twitch, I'd love you forever. I'm gonna keep saying that until you follow me on Twitch. I will love you forever. Peace.